really sorry that the last video was quite a long time ago and I'm late. But no excuses. Let's start straight away with scene 2 and scene 2 from Act 2. Okay? So let's start. So in scene 2, the scene 2 takes place in Venice, a street. Here we come to know across a character, Lancelot Gobbo. Lancelot is the servant of Shylock and he hates his master, simply hates him, does not like to work for him, does not like him as a person. He believes that he's constantly torturing Lancelot because he's a Christian. He's constantly torturing Lancelot. Now, there is confusion in Lancelot's mind whether as to he should stay and serve his master after all he's been through, or he should run away. Now his conscience tells him that as an obedient and loyal person he should stay, and whereas the fiend is used for evil nudges him that he should run away and live his life. Now the advice of the fiend is a more friendly one, which Lancelot follows and runs away. On his way, he finds his father Lancelot Gobbo, who has come to meet Shylock and Lancelot. Now Lancelot's father Gobbo cannot see, he is blind. So he asks Lancelot, can you tell me where Master Jew lives? Now Master Jew is Shylock, where does he live? Now Lancelot takes a moment to think that my father does not recognize me, so he can play a prank, and everyone wants to enjoy life, so does he, and he then plays a prank on his father. Then his father again asks him that does Lancelot still live with Shylock? To that Lancelot says that are you talking about Master Lancelot? Then Gobbo says that he's not a master, he's a poor man's son. To which Lancelot then says that Master Lancelot is dead. And now his father is shocked. To that, then he says that he was my staff of my old age, he was my only boy. And then Lancelot says, let's do away with the prank, let's get it over with. And Lancelot tells Gobbo the truth. He tells that, do you not recognize me? And I am your son. Now, Gobbo does not believe him at all. And he thinks that, no sir, you're not my son. To which Lancelot says that, I am Marjorie's son. Marjorie is my mother. Now, Marjorie happens to be the name of Gobbo's wife. So he figures out that the person standing in front of him is his son Lancelot. Then he asks him, how are the relation between you and your master? To which Gobbo tells him what all has happened. To which Lancelot tells him what all has happened to him and how he does not now want to work for Master Jew. He wants to run away. And now he also says an interesting line that I am a Jew if I serve the Jew anymore. So then he sees Bassanio coming from the other side, and he tells his father that Bassanio is a kind person and he treats his servant kindly. So I want to become his servant because he also gives them proper dresses, and I don't want to work for Jew anymore. I want to work for the Christian Bassanio. His father agrees, and both of them approach Bassanio, who is busy in making the preparations for tonight's feast. And then they both approach him and tell him, now this is an interesting scene, as Lancelot starts every sentence and nudges his father to finish the leftover sentence, and this in turn becomes quite a comedy scene, to which Bassanio says that I'm not getting either of you, kindly one of you speak. Then Lancelot explains his desire to become his servant, to which Bassanio says that he had already been told so by Shylock, who wants me to be your master if you don't mind. Lancelot does not mind, of course, and he is now the servant of Bassanio. And now Lancelot is quite happy and he praises his luck that he is a very, very lucky person. And then we can see that Bassanio says to Leonardo, I pray thee, good Leonardo, think on this. These things being brought and orderly bestowed, return in haste, for I do feast tonight, and my best esteemed acquaintance hide thee go. Now he's telling to Leonardo, Leonardo is also his servant, to get proper dresses for Lancelot and for the feast tonight. Now we can see the spendthrift behavior of Bassanio, because Bassanio is the same person who had gone to Antonio to tell him that he does not have any money left, and even in this condition he is willing to spend for show off. Now we know this character of Bassanio. Then enters Gratiano. Now Gratiano has come here to ask Bassanio to please take him to Belmont with him. Now Gratiano wants to go to Belmont with Bassanio, to which Bassanio says that your behavior is not quite adequate for such social situations. You are too bold, too wild, too rude, and this is all fine between friends, but there it might raise objection. To which, and then Bassanio says that you'll have to behave if you want to come. And then Gratiano says, I promise I'll surely behave and I'll be at my best behavior, only except for tonight, as tonight's the feast. Bassanio agrees to take Gratiano with him to Belmont. Now this scene ends here, and there is a scene 3. The same, a room in Shylock's house, enter Jessica and Lancelot. Now this scene is between Jessica, who is the daughter of Shylock, and Lancelot. Lancelot was earlier their servant. Now Jessica is saying that this house is a hell. Now Jessica does not like her father at all. Now she's saying that this house is a hell, and your presence, Lancelot's presence, has made this house a better place, and she's sorry that he has to leave. But she does not stop him. She only tells Lancelot to give her message to Lorenzo. Now we come to know here that Jessica is in love with Lorenzo, who is a Christian, Jessica who is a Jew, and knows that her father would never approve of such a courtship. So Jessica tells Lancelot to give a letter to Lorenzo regarding their plan to run away together. So now Lancelot says that he trusts he would surely do that, and if the Christian, Lorenzo, if he does not come, that would be stupid of him, as you are such a nice girl. And Jessica then gives him a ducat for his work and bids him farewell. And then Lancelot exits, but there is an important dialogue. To be ashamed to be my father's child, but though I am a daughter to his blood, I am not in his manners. Now she's saying that she's ashamed to be the daughter of Shylock, but she is only his daughter by blood, but not in manners, that she does not follow what Shylock does, and she is different from Shylock. She's saying this in the scene. The scene changes. Scene 4. In the scene 4, it's the same and a street. Now in this scene there are 4 people: Gratiano, Lorenzo, Celerino and Selenio. So now Lorenzo is saying that we'll slip away in supper time. Disguise us at my lodging and return all in an hour. Now he's saying that we'll slip away, we'll go at the supper time. To which Gratiano is saying that we do not have a full preparation. They're not now talking about running away with Jessica. Now he and his friends are making a plan about it. So now here Lorenzo is saying that we'll be leaving by supper time, and his friends are saying that we are not well prepared to. Now Lorenzo says that we only have 2 hours till it's supper time, so we must get ready quickly. Now Lancelot enters with the letter, and he gives the letter to Lorenzo, and Lorenzo now starts praising Jessica. Fair hand, whiter than the paper, and his fair hand the writ. Now he's describing and praising her beauty, and then now Lorenzo says that he will not fail Jessica and he'll surely go to her and they'll both run away together. And he says that Jessica would now be my wife and my torchbearer, that she will guide me in my life from now on, and I have given my heart to Jessica and so has she. Now the scene, then Lorenzo is telling Gratiano, meet me, and Gratiano Lorenzo is telling Celerino and Selenio that to meet him and Gratiano at Gratiano's lodging some hour ends, yani after some hours to meet him there. And then he's talking to Gratiano, and again he's telling her, praising her and telling him what is written in the letter. Then Lorenzo says that she has directed him to take her from her father's house and is ready. It will be for his daughter's sake, cross of foot, faithless Jew, pursue us first. And then he says, fair Jessica shall be my torchbearer. He's saying that Jessica shall be the light in his life and she'll enlighten his path and guide him all throughout his life now. Thank you.